One lagoon means everyone needs to get together in one effort to save the lagoon. I'm Margaret Broussard. My husband, Dr. William Broussard, and I came here in 1967, lived in Satellite Beach for 10 years while he started his ophthalmology practice in Melbourne, and I worked for RCA as a software engineer, I think is what they're called now. I was in mathematics research. And that lagoon was just wonderful, but we watched it change over the years. When we first went there, we used to see baby sharks. We would see baby fish of all kinds in the river. We could see them because we could see the bottom of the river, the lagoon, just walking around in it, waist deep water, or just in a canoe. We could see these fish down below. We could see the dolphins. We could see the manatees. And the life in the river was just magnificent. We would see big rafts of scaup ducks, mostly, in the river, just thousands of scaup ducks. And we called them rafts because they would stay together. Every year the rafts got a little smaller and a little smaller and a little smaller and a little smaller until finally we would see only 2 or 3 ducks at a time, and then one year we didn't see any at all, and that was probably a good 10 years ago. And that's what's happened to our lagoon. Originally we would see many shrimp. People would catch shrimp from the bridges just with nets. They would catch the shrimp that were swimming through. Then you could catch enough for your dinner, in just an hour or so. No more, and not for many years now. The lagoon has gone down. Pollution is the biggest problem. Our runoff from septic tanks gets in there. It's poisoning them. That causes a nutrient buildup that causes algae to grow and proliferate to this extent that it shades out the seagrasses that would grow on the bottom. And when the algae shades it out, then it dies. And the seagrasses were the food for the manatees in particular, but the basis of the food chain, that everything ate at the beginning and then it went on up the food chain. So that's the main thing that has happened, and that's why we've had these terrible algae blooms in the past few years of brown algae and blue-green algae. Dredging out the muck, yeah, but it's going to come back unless you can get rid of the pollution, the nutrients that are going into the river. And I think it will happen because I think people are becoming aware now. I think more and more people are understanding the simple, basic facts of what's happening. It's encouraging. I miss the lagoon. I miss my home. My greatest hope for the lagoon is to see it clean again.